Hi, welcome. This is a yoga session for cyclists. Okay, so just come to tabletop, hands under the wrists, knees under the hips. We're just going to do cat-cow rolls through the spine, just warming up through the body, opening through the spine, lifting the head, opening through the chest, and then rounding. Exhale, drop the head, push through the floor. Just do that a few times with your breath. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And from there, just bring the hand to the side of the head and just take the elbow up to the ceiling. And again, just coming down, touching the floor with the elbow, coming up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This time, take the arm, thread it all the way through under the left arm. And walk the hand as much as you can through. Take the side of your forehead to the floor. The left hand, you can walk the hands out in front. Keep the hips high. You can close the eyes. Just drop into your breath. Fingertips can be active of the left hand, or you can just let the left arm relax. Couple more breaths. One more. And then exhale, release. Unwind. Just take the arm back up and let it come back to tabletop. So just swap that to the other side. Hands onto the side of the head. Just lift the elbow to the ceiling and tap it down. And lift. And tap. Nice and slow with your breath. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. And this time, lift the arm up, thread it all the way through. Walk the hand as far through as you can and then lower your head down to the mat. Keep the hips high. Right hand can come overhead. Fingers can be active. You can just let the arm relax. And then just come to your breath. Sink into that left side. One more breath. As you exhale, just slowly come back. Lift the left arm up to the ceiling and let it go. Again, from there, you're just going to walk the hands out in front of you. Again, keep the hips high. Just lower the chest and the forehead to the mat. Hands again can be active. You can come up onto the fingertips. If you need to put a block or a cushion pillow under the head or the chest, just to make it more accessible, then do that. But if at any point you get a burning or pinching sensation in the shoulders, just release the arms down to the side or just relax into child pose. Just take the hips back to the heels. If this is okay, just stay here just for a few more breaths. One more. And then exhale, release the hands down, come back up into tabletop. From there, just you're just going to hover your knees off the floor. So just hover the knees as though you can pop a little Pound coin underneath the kneecaps, belly button to spine. A couple more breaths. Lift the right foot off the floor. Pop it back down, lift the left foot off the floor. Again, pop it back down. Hold one more breath through the hands. Don't let the chest drop to the floor. Lift the chest away from the floor. Inhale, exhale and ease down. And then just come to sit back onto your heels. Curl the toes under. And again, as much as you can, just sit back onto the heels, creating that opening through the back of the feet. Just flick the little toes out if they get stuck underneath. If it's too much, you just bring the weight off. Just wherever you can. Just hold it there. Bring the arms out. You're just going to bring your right elbow over your left, palms, back of the hands together or palms together. Lift the elbows up and then try and pull them away from you. One more breath. Exhale the arms out. Take the arms behind you, clasp the fingers, squeeze the shoulders together. Inhale and exhale, take it to the opposite side. So left over right, back of the hands together, palms, or if you struggle with that, just bring the hands down onto the shoulders. Maybe just lowering the head. So you're just trying to bring the shoulder blades off the spine. One more breath. Again, exhale, release. Bring the hands back down to the floor. Just come up to the soft down dog. Just walk the legs out. And then just bring the shoulders over the wrists. Come into plank. Hold it in plank, or you can lower your knees to the floor. Hold in plank. Kind of trying to knit your ribs towards your hips, so it's, the bum's not sticking up. Lowering the hip points towards the lower ribs, belly button to spine. Push away from the floor. Firm through the quads, push the heels back towards the back of the room. One more breath. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg, step it between the hands, and then lower the left knee to the floor. From there, you're just going to rock backwards and forwards. So lift the heel off, push the hips forward. Heel comes off and forwards. And then this time, you're just going to push your hips forward. You're going to hold it there. Try and make sure you've got your knee over your ankle. You need to walk the back knee back. Just do that. Sink heavy into the hips. One more breath. And then come back into runner's lunge. Peel the foot off. Bring the hands back. Under the shoulders, toes towards, come up towards you, lengthen through the spine, just holding it there. Push the heel into the floor and try and drag the heel back towards you. As you bring the toes towards you, you can lower your chest down to your thigh a bit more. That length through the spine. One more breath. Exhale, come forward. You're just going to take that, roll onto the outside of your right foot. And just let your knee drop to the side. So you can take your hand and pop it onto your outside of the inside of the thigh. Just coming into what we call more breath. Inhale, bring the leg back to centre. And from there, I'm just going to lift the back leg, knee up, and just maybe bring the back foot in a tiny bit as you straighten the front leg. You might want to walk it in a bit more, wherever you need to. Take the gaze down at the shin. And then from there, take the leg all the way behind. Take a little bend in that front leg and then bring the foot back down to the mat. Step back into down dog. And then bring the knee, right knee to right wrist. So come into pigeon. Lengthen the left leg away. You can bring the heel in towards your left hip there. Lengthen the toes down. And then bring yourself up to sitting. So roll the shoulders away. Come up onto the fingertips. If that's not good for your knee, then just release yourself out into child's pose, or you can come into figure four, which you just cross the ankle over to knee, hands onto thigh, bring the leg in. So that's doing the same pose, just in a different, getting into the same muscles, just in a different way. So if you're still holding the pigeon, just begin to lower the body down onto the thigh, forearms onto the mat. One more breath. Exhale, release, come up, plant the hands down, curl toes of the back leg, come up into down dog, just open out that hip. And then bring the foot back down to the mat. So we just take that to the opposite side, to come into your, just walking out the dog, and then just lift the left leg. Step it all the way forward between the hands. Lower the right knee. And then just forward and backwards with the hip in low lunge. So try and keep the hands where they are. Lengthen through the spine. Bring the leg back towards you. Couple more. And this time just holding it there. So if you need to, just make sure you keep the knee over the ankle, weight into the fingers as well. If you need to walk the back knee back, just shuffle it back a little bit as you drop into those hips. Couple more breaths. And then then from there, come into runner's lunge, so peel the foot off the mat, walk the fingers back, hands under the shoulders, push the left heel into the mat and try and pull it back towards you, toes towards you, lengthen through the spine, just holding it there. You can lower your torso down to the thigh if you need to, otherwise just holding it where you can feel that sensation in the hamstrings, gently lengthening them. Couple more breaths. One more. Exhale. Release the hands forward. Just curl onto the outside of the left foot. Let the knee follow the foot. You can take your left hand, just place it onto the thigh. Again, just let the hips drop a little bit. If it doesn't feel right in the thigh or the ankle, you can just bring the foot back to the mat. Just hold it there, otherwise just a couple more breaths. It's called Winged Dragon. Or a variation on a low lunge. So one more breath. Exhale, foot back to the mat. From there, take yourself up, straighten the back leg, walk the back foot in a little bit, go into pyramid, come up onto the fingertips, let the head, neck relax, look down at the left shin. So just move the back foot wherever you need to be to get that length through the front. So you're getting the sensation in the front leg, back of the front leg. You can just have a little trial, take that back leg back a bit or walk it in a bit. See which works best for you. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, take the foot way back. And then we're just going to bring the left knee to the left wrist, come into pigeon. Lengthen the right leg away. You can hold into your pigeon, so you can bring that right ankle close into the body. Again, come into the other pose if you feel that into your knee. Take the back foot flat. Lift the chest, gaze forward. Sink into those hips. If keeping upright is a little bit uncomfortable, just let yourself lower down a little bit more. One more breath. Exhale. Bring the forearms onto the mat. And then from there, just come back up. You're just going to drop into that left hip, swing the right leg all the way out in front of you. Bring the left, hug the left leg in. Just have a little hug it in towards you. Ground through the sit bones. Bring the toes of the right foot back towards you. Lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, take the left leg out. Just going to come into a gentle twist. So right hand onto left knee, left hand behind, lengthen, take the twist around. And as you inhale, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, see if you can create a little bit more opening through the body. There, unwind. spine, just take it round to the other side. Just a couple of breaths. Inhale. Exhale back to centre. From here, just take the left hand, take the outside of the right foot, take hold of the foot, lengthen the leg away as much as you can. Take the right arm out behind you. Gaze to the side, or see if you can look round at the back arm. One more breath. Exhale, release, bend the leg in, bring the soles of the feet together. Just make yourself comfortable into your sit bones. As much as you can, bring the heels in towards you. And then just take a lengthen through the spine and lean forward. Wherever you feel that sensation, just let yourself spend a couple of breaths here. Exhale, slowly release up. Take the legs long, hug the right leg in towards you. Keep the left leg active, so bring the toes towards the body. Just hug that leg in, just. And exhale. Take it out to the side. Left hand onto right knee, right arm behind. Again, lengthen through the spine as you take that twist. And one more breath. And exhale, reverse. So just a little counter twist around to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, release. Take the right hand to the outside of the left foot and then try and lengthen the leg away as much as you can. You want to hold it there, hold the fingertips onto the floor, otherwise take the left arm behind you, take the gaze around to the hand, or just look out to the side. Few more deep breaths. Inhale, release. Again, hug both knees in. Shuffle your bottom in. Hug as much as you can. Take the hands behind the thighs, lift the legs. Hold it there. We'll take the hands out in front. Keep trying to lift forward, don't sink into the lower back, just lift as much as you can, reaching as far forward. Not to squeeze the legs together, lengthen. Keep the breath. One more breath. Bend. And then lower the lumbar into the mat. Hold it. And come up. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And lower. And hold it there. Pushing your lower back in. One more breath. And relax down into the mat. So just take a little wiggle through the hips, shoulder blades, palms up to the ceiling, legs out. Relax the feet. Just for a few minutes, just let the whole body settle into the mat. Let Let the breathing go. And then just bring your awareness back to your breath. A little wiggle, fingers and toes. And take a stretch. Hug the knees in. You can stay in Shavasana if you want to stay for a few more minutes. Otherwise, you just rock all the way up to sitting. Hands at the heart centre. Namaste.